International Falls. Starting at goal tonight, junior goaltender number 30, Lane Skolman. Starting at right defense, junior defense, number 19, Nathan Hoke. At left defense, junior defense, number 21, Wyatt Boyo. At right wing tonight, junior winger number 12, Jacob Ide. At left wing, junior winger number 27, Jordan Thielander. And starting at center, senior center number 11, Jackson Bola. And the remainder of the Broncos, head coach by Ross Johnson, assisted by Charlie Leduc, Eric Olsen, and Tom Beyondich. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Hibbing Bluejackets. Starting at goal tonight, senior goaltender number 31, Isaiah Dilley. At right defense, sophomore defense, number 7, Scott Perunovich. At left defense, junior defense, number 4, Ben Allison. Right wing, senior winger number 16, Joe Canais. At left wing, junior winger number 26, Logan Radovich. And starting at center, senior center number 14, Joe Fenstermacher. And the remainder of your Blue Jackets, head coach by Todd Burzich, assisted by Bob Nestle, Chris Walters, and Shea Walters. And now, ladies and gentlemen, may I please ask you to rise as American Legion Post 222 presents our nation's colors. And please join in singing as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem.
That's what it's all about. You know, when you get into the conference play, you get two traditional opponents playing against each other. They've had some many great battles over the years, and started kind of the start of your official season begins here tonight.
Blue Jackets have outscored their opponents 3-0 in the first period so far this year. Meanwhile, International Falls, they've been outscored 4-2. in the first period. In the JV game, it was, well, let's just put it this way. It was something else. Blue Jackets won 5-0. They outshot International Falls 37-1. What's up with these shots on goals? Last night the girls only give up 2 and put 59 on net. In the JV game, they outshoot them 37-1.
Yeah, I can't.
That's amazing.
A lot of shots. It's a lopsided 6 periods worth of shots there in favor of us.
Good to see Joe Escarbo back and healthy. He'll face it off against Jackson Wallem. Blue Jackets moving right to left. And the face-off's going to be controlled by the Broncos. At center, it's Boyum. Backhands it into the right wing half wall in the Blue Jackets zone, and we're underway. Coming away with the puck, Radovich pushes it out to center, and it's dumped right back in. Dilly stops it along the end boards. Picked up by Perunovic. Now Allison from the right corner. And it's taken away by the Broncos. Broncos coming out. They get it out to the blue line. Wrist shot coming is blocked. Nicely done by the Blue Jackets Knifes. Blocked that on the Hawk shot. Got a whistle. And 30 seconds into it, looks like the Broncos got a little jump to their step.
Yeah, they do. A little quicker off the puck there, and they had the opportunity right on, but good job by the forwards blocking the shot there.
Face off from center, controlled by the Blue Jackets, backhanded in by Gray Irwin. Back in along the end boards, rolls into the left corner. The Broncos zone's going to be picked up by Wright. Wright can't clear, kept in by Irwin, left point. Left wing wall, battling is DeBoom. He's got a little help there with Les Carbo. Out near the blue line, pushed out the center. It's going to roll right by the Blue Jackets' Andrew Irwin. He'll go back in the right corner. He's tied up with Lindball. And now here come the Blue Jackets out. It's Bestel skating down the left wing. Bestel dumps it in, gives chase. Up along the end boards. DeBoom was there. Now at the left wing half wall, trying to dig it loose for the Blue Jackets. Looks like Madsen can't control it. Comes out to the left point. Kept alive by Les Carbo. Back near the left point. Slap shot coming. Ooh, a nice slap shot and a high one from Andrew Irwin on the left point. Nice glove save by Lane Skolman.
Yeah, that really nice shot by Andrew there. Very, very good, and just right on net. Looking for that possible rebound there, and the goaltender made a great save.
Yoki on the draw. Looks like Bernard's in there as well. Yoki wins it. Gets it to Perunovic, left point. He'll bank it off the right wing boards into the right corner. Ooh, losing the edge was Rasmussen. Went into the boards awkwardly, but is able to get up on his own. Perunovic will pinch down from the left point. Pushes it down into the left corner. It's taken away by the Broncos. Bergstrom goes to the right corner. Stolen from behind the net. Here's the Blue Jackets trying to do something with it. That was Osborne. Gets it back to Perunovic. Stick handles out near the right point now. Sets it up. Boggio shots blocked. Perunovic keeps it alive. Perunovic left circle. Comes in. Shot up and over the top of the net and tried to knock it down in. That was a sweet move, but it would have been a high stick as it popped up over the net. And Scott was going behind the net, and Perunovic just whacked at it with his stick. That was awesome.
Just to get himself in that position, he was... The puck just kind of was floating out there for about a second, and all of a sudden Perunovic picked it up out of nowhere, skated right towards the goaltender and put that nice shot on. But yeah, definitely would have been a high stick, but that was pretty to watch, Doug.
Popped straight up in the air, and he was going behind the net. He reached over with his stick and tried to whack it back down into the net. Either way, that was an icing on the Broncos. Play continues beyond the Bronco net. 14:37 to go first period, no score. Trying to dig it loose is Radovich. He'll come away with it in the right corner. Checked off the play by Boyum. Kept alive by Knifes. Throws it back in behind the Bronco. And it's centering pass from Radovich. Tried to get it to Fenstermacher, and he couldn't do it. Comes back into the Blue Jackets zone. Turnover by Andrew Irwin. Dumped into the right corner of the Blue Jackets zone. Gray Irwin goes back to get it. Puts it in behind to Andrew Irwin, his brother. Works it up to Knifes on the far wall. Joe just backhands it out to neutral ice. Knifes gets the loose puck. Knocked off the play. Backhanded in by Radovich. Line change for the Blue Jackets. Giving chase, Gray Irwin. Gray Irwin, centering pass, knocked away, picked up by Boyum. Boyum finally fires it down the ice. Another icing on the Broncos coming up. 13:48 to go first period, no score. Face-off will be to the left of Wayne Stallman, the junior goaltender. Bessel will take the draw against Braden White. And now Bessel's getting tossed, so DeBoom will come in and take the draw. DeBoom wins the draw, pushes it out near the blue line. Knocked down by the Broncos, pushed out to center ice. Loose puck's grabbed by Allison, backhanded in. In behind the Bronco net, picked up by Rasmussen for the Broncos. He's checked off the play. Puck's still loose, trying to dig it loose with Les Carbo. Les Carbo checks Rasmussen up along the wall. Puck's loose, right circle, backhand, right front goal. Les Carbo got the loose puck in the blue. Les Carbo gets his first goal of the year. Blue Jackets lead 1-0.
Well, welcome back to Blue Jacket Hockey. Joel Escarbo.
3:39 is the time of the goal. Blue Jackets lead 1-0. And we'll pick up our assist momentarily. Shot put on, glove save. Long distance shot, Spielman will hold on to it.
Number 15, Joel Escarbo. He's assisted by number 23, Jake Bessel. Escarbo from Bessel.
So Bessel gets the assist. And for Bessel, that's his second assist of the year. But the first goal for Les Carbo puts us up 1-0. Plays in the Blue Jacket zone behind the net. Gray Irwin works it over to Perunovic. Left wing pass. Parker Osborne. His pass is intercepted by Rasmussen at center. Fired into the Blue Jacket zone. Perunovic from the Blue Jacket left corner makes a deep move, and boy, he just made Clay Bergstrom look silly. Here come the Blue Jackets carrying it across. Oh, and a nice try though, as Yoki tried to feed it right back to Parker Osborne. Centering pass knocked away by the goaltender in between the circles. Back out to the left point. Perunovic has to whack at it to keep it alive. It'll zip around to the right wing half wall in the Broncos zone. Broncos try to clear, can't. Kept alive by Gray Irwin. He'll zip it along the boards from the right point to the left wing half wall. 12-12 to go. First period. Blue Jackets lead 1-0. Trickles into the Blue Jackets zone. Perunovic has it to Gray Irwin. Out to center. Tipped by Radovic. Behind Chenipes. And pushed back to the Blue Jacket blue line before it's fired in by Ide. Perunovic carries it in behind the Blue Jacket net. He'll skate up on the right side. He's at center ice. Whoa, boy, did he put the brakes on. That was a nice move he put on Vollum. Thrown towards the Blue Jacket blue line. Tipped back out by Fenstermacher. Thrown in on net, and a goal from center ice by Wyatt Boyum. Just threw it on net. And it's 1-1. Boyum was up against the right wing wall at center ice and just threw it at the net, and it got by Dilly. 5:24, time of the tying goal. Houck got the assist, but we're tied at 1. And for Boyum, that's his second goal of the year, Randy. And boy, what a shot that was from center ice. I can't believe he scored on that. Plays in the Blue Jackets zone, left wing half wall. It's going to be grabbed by Les Carbo. He has the Blue Jacket goal. Backhand pass right in the tape to DeBoom. DeBoom's into the offensive zone. He takes a hard check as he fires it around into the left corner. Les Carbo battling. Coming away with it, and backhanded out of play by Boyum. have a face-off into the Broncos zone to the right of the goaltender, Skolman. Still can't believe he scored on that.
Yeah, it was kind of it was a decent shot, but it just...
Nothing spectacular.
No. Kind of
by any means.
Weird, just looked weird the way it ended up in the net, but...
Face-off still in the Broncos zone. A wrist shot put on, nicely done by Fina, and a big save by Skolman. Out to center ice, right on the stick of Van Heel. He'll dump it into the Blue Jacket zone at the right wing half wall. Osborne trying to dig it loose. He's got some help there with Yoki. Out to center ice, Bergstrom has to bring it back in the Broncos zone to Vollum. Vollum's pass, he banks it off the near boards into the Blue Jacket zone. Perunovic's pass was behind Yoki. Pushed back into the Blue Jacket zone. Perunovic to Gray Irwin. His pass is so high, I think that hit Fina in the chest. Puck's in behind the Blue Jacket net. Gray Irwin with it. Here's Irwin. Ridden off the play, but the puck comes out to neutral. Fired back in by Rasmussen to the Broncos. 9:52 to go. First period, we're tied at 1. Here's Perunovic. Got some speed. Whoa, what a move. Comes in, shot, and somehow the goaltender, Skolman, made the save. But what a move by Perunovic. He made the defender look silly.
Wow. I mean, that was a great move by Scott there. I mean, perfect. Man, once he gets open, he's got so much speed and sees the ice so well, and Skolman just robbed him. I mean, that was a huge rob there because he had it set up perfectly.
He was going 5-hole, and somehow Skolman ended up getting them pads squeezed enough together. Plays in the left corner now along the end boards and behind the Bronco net. Radovic with it. He'll cycle it back down. Boyum has it. Checked up on the play by Knifes. Trying to dig it loose is Wallum for the Broncos, coming in to help out for the Blue Jackets. And now it's cleared out with Radovic. Loose puck's grabbed by Ide. Left corner Broncos zone. Spins around, banks it off the right wing glass to the Blue Jacket blue line. Back to pick it up for the Blue Jackets was Boggio. He'll flip it over to Andrew Irwin. And here's Andrew Irwin. Long pass tipped at center for Knifes. Knifes is racing into the corner with Houck. Broncos try to clear, kept alive by Gray Irwin. He'll carry it in behind the net. From the left corner, centering pass. A one-timer put on by Perunovic, and a huge save by Skolman. Boy, he set Scott Perunovic up for that blast, and that Skolman just got a piece of that.
Yeah, I mean, that was perfect. You know, right tape to tape. That's the kind of, coaches, that's the kind of play you want to see. That's perfect, fundamental hockey executed there.
Face-off just kind of rolled in towards the net and diving out to his left to hold on with Skolman. We'll have another face-off. Back to the right of Skolman. 1-1. Shots on goal 6-1 favor of the Blue Jackets. 8:41 to go here in our first period. Shot put on by DeBoom. Skolman stops it with the left shoulder. Comes to the right wing half wall. Back out to the right point. Here's Allison. Works it over to Perunovic, left point. Back to Allison, top near the right circle. Allison skates around. Had it knocked off his stick by Nemec. Nemec can't clear. And now it is flipped up out of play. Face-off will be back into the Broncos zone to the left of the goaltender, Skolman. Well, other than that weird goal, we were outplaying them.
Yeah, the Blue Jackets have pounded, taken advantage of the play.
Shot from the right point, sails wide from Allison. In the left corner, DeBoom pushed it in behind the net. DeBoom up against the back wall with Wright. Broncos trying to do anything to get out of their zone. They can't. We're muscling them off the puck and everything. Here's Les Garbeau. He's got the Blue Jacket goal. He's going to hand it off to DeBoom, right circle, back out to the right point. Allison, left point. Perunovic to DeBoom, or that's actually, that's DeBoom. DeBoom, left wing half wall, cycles it back down to Les Garbeau. Vestal now, knocked off the puck along the end boards by Wright. Comes to the left point, Perunovic to Allison. Allison throws it on net, and it's blocked in front. Fired down the ice by the Broncos. It's not going to have enough juice to make an icing, though, as Allison picks it up off the far wall. Back out to neutral ice, backhanded in by the Broncos. Allison goes in behind the Blue Jacket net. He'll flip it to the right corner for Perunovic. Here's Perunovic. Long pass to center ice, right on the tape. Pino breakaway comes in, backhand. Oh, saved by Skolman. And then another backhand shot put on the rebound by Yoki. And a glove saved by Skolman. Boy, if it wasn't for that goaltender, it's like 4-0.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Skolman has made some huge saves here. I mean, two quality saves against Perunovic, and then he comes back and beats Fina, and then gets Yoki with the backhand there and beats him again. So he's made some huge saves here early on. He's a key factor of the Bronco team right now.
Turnover, shot from the right circle, put on by Andrew Irwin, and a stick save by the goaltender Skolman. Left wing half wall, dug loose by Osborne. Osborne had it knocked off his stick. Pina tried to get to it, and it's knocked out to the Blue Jacket blue line by Clay Bergstrom of the Broncos. But quickly back, Parker Osborne, right circle, his shot's blocked. Loose puck grabbed by Bergstrom. Bergstrom had it deflected on a clearing attempt, up and out of play. Got a nice crowd of visitors over in the visitor section. It's good to see.
Yeah, there is. It's a nice turnout from the Falls.
Face off now to the left of the goaltender Skolman. Draw one by the Broncos, and behind the net it's Houck. Push back along the end boards. It'll be grabbed by Boyum, who has the Bronco goal. He'll kick it up to the right wing half wall to Thielander. Thielander turns it over. Kept in the zone by Radovich. Now it's out to neutral ice. Thielander tried to get by Andrew Irwin, couldn't do it. Down in the left corner, the Blue Jackets zone with the puck is Vollum. Vollum had it taken away by Andrew Irwin. Here comes Irwin working up the right wing. Andrew Irwin, slap shot, blue line, glove save, goaltender Skolman holds on. Bestel will take the draw. He's centering. Les Carbeau into Boom. Shot put on to Booms. Got that loose puck bottom of the right circle, and his shot sailed just wide. To Boom, battling along the end boards. Going to be picked up by Les Carbeau, and in his pocket was picked. The Broncos try to clear it. Perunovic kept it alive. He's at the left wing half wall. Pass comes out between the circles. Bestel a shot, and Skolman a save. And then the whistle, and then it's knocked in by Les Carbeau. That almost got away from Skolman.
Yeah, Bestel putting a point-blank shot right on Skolman there, and made the save, and then did get a whistle. Otherwise, little Scarbo would have got his second goal of the night here, Doug.
Face off to the left of Skolman, won by Bestel. Wrist shot by Bougio, and a stick save by Skolman into the left corner of the Broncos zone. Trying to dig it loose was the Boom. It's going to go around to the right side. Grabbed by Van Heel. Can't do anything with it. And it's pushed out to neutral ice. Bougio to Perunovic. Perunovic at center. Tipped by Bestel. Picked up by Les Carbeau. Right corner Broncos zone. Tied up by Rasmussen and another Bronco. But the loose puck comes to Bestel. Bestel, a centering pass. Tried to get it back. A little give and go from the Boom. And it's cleared down the ice by the Broncos. Dilly gives it to Perunovic. Perunovic, a long pass. That one was a little high as he tried to get the Boom at the blue line.
Yeah, nice work between the Boom there and Bestel working together well on that last shift here.
Face off to the left to Dilly. Tied up in the circle, and the Blue Jackets Allison comes away with it. Carries it in behind the Blue Jacket net, knocked off his stick. He regains control, and now we'll get it to Andrew Irwin. Back to Allison. Allison, nice centering pass right on the tape to Yoki. Yoki skates in, going to cut back around Yoki, and he just misses the corner. Puck rolls into the right corner of the Broncos zone, picked up by Beckvar. He can't clear it. And now it's pushed out near the right point. and now it's knocked out by Van Heel. Allison works it over to Parker Osborne. Parker Osborne dumps it in. Comes back out to neutral ice where it's grabbed by the Broncos. Carried across, here's T-Lander, a shot, save, big rebound, puck cleared away. Into the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. They'll quickly try to work it up to Osborne at the half wall. Knocked back into the right corner, back to pick it up as Fenstermacher. He'll leave it for Allison. Allison from the right corner goes in behind the Blue Jacket net. 3:40 to go in first period. We're tied at 1, and it's deflected up and out of play. We'll have a face-off to the right of Isaiah Dilly. Shots on goal, 12-2. This game should be like 5-1.
Yeah. It should be.
Yeah, it should. Fenstermacher on the draw. Blue Jackets control it. Dreyer one from the right corner. Backhands it up. Here's Radovich working down the left side. He'll bring it into the Broncos zone. Radovich, bottom of the left circle. Centering pass in front, and is cleared away by the goaltender Skolman. And in the left corner, Knipes puts it behind the net for Radovich. Radovich from the right corner gets it out to Gray Irwin. Over to Perunovic at the left point. Perunovic just zips it along the board. Dumps it back down in. They'll set it up again. Gray Irwin pinches down, keeps it alive, pops it into the right corner. Knipes has it. Now grabbing the loose puck. That was Wallum. It's out to neutral ice. Shot put on from center by Ide. Saved by Dilly. From the Blue Jacket left corner. Long pass by Gary Irwin. Gray Irwin got it up to Radovich, but it was kind of bouncing on him, so he really couldn't control it. Back come the Broncos. A 2-on-1 shot, save, big rebound on the wrister from right. Now the Blue Jackets coming right back. It's Radovich, and carried in offside. 2:33 to go, first period, 1-1. Hibbing Chisholm, International Falls. Doug Diedrich, Randy Keatron bringing you the action. Carried in by DeBoom. Oh, and he left it for Les Carbo, and he overskated it. Here's another odd man rush. Shot put on, sails wide. Bottom of the right circle, picked up by the Broncos. Get it out to the right point to Cofield. Cofield just zips it back down in the right corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Boggio avoids a check from Lindbaugh and fires it around to the left corner to Allison. Allison back to Boggio in the right corner. Boggio pushes it up. Right to Bestel. Bestel carries it across the blue line. He's going to leave it for DeBoom. DeBoom, double T, and Boggio slapper sails wide. Right wing half wall. Allison, it's in behind the net. Puck's really bouncing around tonight. Now DeBoom with the puck. Tries to bring it around. Shot put on. And another save. How, I don't know. Puck's loose between the circles. Cleared to the right wing half wall by the Broncos. Allison at the right point. He's going to work it. Hits Bestel in the skate. Comes down into Boom to the left of the goalie. He puts a backhand on. That may have hit the side of the net. Then it's cleared down the ice by Braden Wright to the Broncos, and an icing. Minute 27 to go first period, 1-1. Face off to the left is Stallman. Blue Jackets have the puck. Pina out to the blue line. Perunovic. His wrist shot sails wide. Goes in behind the net. Parker Osborne tries to dig it loose. Knocked to the right wing half wall. Grabbed by the Broncos. That was O'Laughlin. Banked off the left wing boards into the Blue Jacket zone. Perunovic back to pick it up. Puck's bouncing around. Perunovic will grab it near his own blue line. Perunovic. He just set him up, O'Laughlin, for a check. Picked up by Osborne into the right corner, avoids Bergstrom's check. Now down the left side, it's Osborne. He's cut off. Pina will go into the left corner of the Broncos zone, try to get to it. And a big check put on by Yoki. Yoki trying to dig it loose with Pina. Coming away with that was Hulk. He'll fire it around to the right wing corner. Radovich goes down. Penalty coming up. Blue Jackets will have a power play late here in period number 1. Back to Perunovic. Perunovic, nice head fake. Perunovic, cross ice. Bestel shot sails just wide. Had Bestel set up for a one-timer. Knife from the right corner, sets it up again, and with 8 seconds left to go in the period, Blue Jackets are going on the power play. It should be a trip coming up. And it is a trip by Boyum. This will be at 19. How about 16:52? Comes out to the right point with 6 seconds to go. Shot to go! Ray Owen from the top of the left circle buries it, and a quick power play goal at the end. And the Blue Jackets are up 2-1 on the Gray Irwin slapper. .16:56, time of the goal. I didn't even get a chance to tell you the Blue Jackets power play percentage was at 50% already this year. That happened that fast. Blue Jackets lead 2-1. Let's get the assists on the power play goal coming up.
Scoring the power play goal here, Blue Jackets, number 20, Ray Irwin. He's assisted by number 7, Scott Perunovic, and number 23, Jake Bestel.
So Perunovic and Bestel get the assist. So the Blue Jackets on a late power play goal lead after one period of play by the score of 2-1 over International Falls. Coming up, our first intermission, you're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey on 106.3 WMFG. Randy, that was a heck of a first period by the Blue Jackets, and now the Blue Jackets with a 2-1 lead on a late power play goal by Gray Irwin. That's his second goal of the year. And the Blue Jackets are up now 2-1, which is surprising because you would have to think that the way they played, it should be, like 5-1.
Yeah, with the number of shots, number of chances they had, certainly had some great chances in that first period. And goaltender Lane Skolman of the Broncos has played very well and made some great quality saves here in this first period.
Yeah, the Blue Jackets needed that, though, I think, for kind of a confidence thing, because they outplayed the Broncos basically that entire period, but yet you're looking at a 1-1 tie going in after the first period because it was kind of a fluke goal by Boyum, but yet we get that late power play, so the momentum is going to carry over for the Blue Jackets, I guess is what I'm saying, in the period number 2, or should anyway.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, when you get a chance to have a power play like that late in the period and able to score right away and take full advantage of it, that was huge, because the Blue Jackets now do get the advantage going to the locker room and some momentum on their side.
Before that, that happened, that power play goal happened so quickly that I didn't get the chance to say that the Blue Jackets were 3 for 6 coming into this game at 50% in the power play, which is really good. But the Broncos penalty kill, 97% coming into this game. They had given up only 1 power play goal and 13 penalty kills. That's some crazy numbers.
Yeah, that is. I mean, you think of it, that's some crazy numbers there, and it's funny how those percentages work out.
Exactly. Why don't you run down what stats we have from period number 1?
Well, first goal of the hockey game belonging to the Blue Jackets. This was a goal for Jolas Carbo. Welcome back to Blue Jacket Hockey. Picking up his first goal of the season in his first game played. And then got the credit, the single assist to Jake Bestel. That goal coming at 3 minutes, 39 seconds. Then the Broncos would tie the game at 1 apiece at 5 minutes and 24 seconds. Goal came just inside the red line for the Broncos. And this was a goal from Wyatt Boyum. And credit the single assist to Nathan Hawk. And then the Blue Jackets would take the 2-1 lead late in the period on a power play. 16 minutes and 56 seconds. Goal from Ray Irwin. his second goal of the year, and he got the single assist, or got the assist from Scott Perunovich, and the second assist to Jake Bestel. Jake Bestel, his second assist on the night for the Blue Jackets here. And then goaltender saves in that period. Talked about goaltender for the Broncos, Lane Skalman, had a great first period. Some great quality saves. He had 12 saves. And for the Blue Jackets, Isaiah Daly, 3 saves, not as busy on the other side, but that number 1 sitting there, 1 goal given up for the Blue Jackets after 1 period.
Blue Jackets lead 2-1 after 1. Thanks to General Waste for all your disposal needs. Choose General Waste, Sullivan Canyon Supply, your wholesale canyon supply distributor. And Iric International, pioneers in engineering, elastomeric pipeliners. We're going to check in with Ryan Phelps from Minnesota Sports Online, and we'll be back with our second period coming up. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey after 1. It's the Blue Jackets 2, Broncos 1. Right here on Classic Hits Radio, 106.3 WMFG, Hibbing, the service of Midwest Communications. After 1 period of play here from the Hibbing Memorial Arena, our scores: Hibbing Chisholm 2, International Falls 1. And after 1 period of play down at the XL, wow, they're losing 2-0. Who we playing today? San Jose? No, Anaheim.
Anaheim, yeah.
Yeah, we're losing 2-0 after 1 period of play. Also, Gopher basketball, they get the victory here tonight by 20, 84-64 over WCU, which I think is like Western Commonwealth University or something like that. Leading the way for the Minnesota Gophers was D. Mathieu, 16 points. Is that how you say that kid's name?
You know what, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Oh, you see. Hey, Coach.
But after 1 period of play, they're losing 2-0 to the Ducks. And boy, I tell you what, that would have elicited some boos, I'm thinking.
Yeah, you know, they kind of continue, you know, that third period on Wednesday night's game, they didn't play very good, and they were lucky Montreal didn't come back and tie the game, because Montreal didn't play very well in the first 2 periods. They just didn't look like they had their legs, and then the third period they came on, and they kind of, the Wild obviously continued that. I mean, they won the game, there's no question. They won the game on Wednesday, but now they're going to have to bounce back here tonight at home. Otherwise, they're going to face a hostile crowd at the X tonight at the end of that game.
And also, Ryan Suter not playing again tonight. He's got the mumps, of all things. There's been mumps going through that team since basically spring training. Or I should say preseason. You don't call it spring training in hockey, but they started, what was it, Brodeen started with the mumps, and then everybody had mumps.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. I mean, that's today, in today's, you know, today's sporting world or today's age, you know, that's just a weird disease to hear about. You don't hear about that much anymore. I mean, you hear about the flu and obviously pneumonia and things like that, but the mumps, of all things, that's kind of weird, just strange.
All right, I got a question for you. Orono's at Hermantown, right? You know that Hermantown now is apparently playing at the Hawk Dome?
Really?
That's what it says. I'm looking at the scores.
Hermantown Dome now?
Yeah, Hermantown's up 2-1 over Orono. 3:48 to go in the first. Location is the Hawk Dome.
Well, you know what? That isn't. That's not a hawk. That's not a dome, though. That would be my question. How can they call it a dome? That's not a dome. That's not a domed arena.
It's just an arena.
That's not a domed arena.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Gilbert used to have a domed arena back in the day. Gilbert Buccaneers, when they had high school hockey, they had a bubble arena, but I mean, and Roseau's got one too, but they don't play their high school games there. But I mean, the Hawk Dome, no, that's no dome. Sorry.
I knew that would get you wound up.
that is so wrong.
Here's your score so far tonight.
So wrong.
Litchfield, Dassel, Cokato, all over Wadena Deer Creek 5-1 after 1 period of play. Mora on top of Providence Academy. They're just beginning their second period. Like I said, Hermantown 2-1 over Orono late in the first at the Hawk Dome. It's Warroad and Virginia 0-0 after 1 period of play over at the Miners Memorial Building. Duluth Marshall has a 2-0 lead over Blake at home after 1 period of play. It's Moorhead 4-0 over Fargo South after 1 period of play. Tartan and Peep River Falls just underway up in Peep River at that beautiful place called Ralph Engelstedt Arena. That's just an amazing place. And then just starting the second, it's East Grand Forks 2 and Breck nothing. So there's your scores in boys hockey tonight so far. Kind of a surprising score. Warroad and Virginia 0-0 after one.
Yeah, you know, that's a tough battle there. And Warroad highly ranked in Class A, and I think they've got a pretty decent team. And to see that score, that's kind of a surprising score. But still got 2 periods of play there, so we'll see how it ends up. But if you know, the Blue Devils can stay tough with them, you know, that'll be good. I mean, that will look good for Section 7A here.
Both squads back out on the ice, and we'll get our second period underway. Blue Jackets lead 2-1 on that late power play goal by Gray Irwin. And let's see if the Blue Jackets can capitalize on it, outshooting the Broncos 14-4 after 1 period of play. It's Doug Giedrich, Randy Cadron bringing the action here from the Hibbing Memorial Arena. Also inviting you to join us tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock is the face-off. We're looking at it probably, about a 12:40 pregame. It's Roseau, the Rams, coming to town to take on your 20th ranked in Class A Hibbing Chisholm Blue Jackets. Ventermacher will take the draw with Vollum. Blue Jackets moving left to right, and we'll get this one underway. Face-off won by the Blue Jackets. Perunovic from his own blue line. Long pass to center to Knipes. He's only got one guy to beat, and he lost an edge. Still manages to get up, gets it up. Shot put on by Ventermacher. Saved by the goaltender Skolman. Pushed out to center ice. T-Lander. Brought it into the Blue Jacket zone before he's checked off the play. Loose puck's going to be grabbed by the Broncos and deflected up out of play on the backhanding clearing attempt by Boyum, who has the only goal for the Broncos here so far. .16:35 to go, period 2. Blue Jackets are up by 1, 2-1, which this game should be 5-1 if it wasn't for the play of junior goaltender Lane Skolman of the Broncos. Broncos control the draw with the puck is Houck. Houck pushes it up to the Blue Jacket blue line. Backhanded by Vollum, couldn't get it into the zone. Now it's fired into the right corner by Houck. Back to pick it up, Perunovic. Perunovic, long right wing pass to Les Carbo. Les Carbo has one of the 2 goals for the Blue Jackets. Taken away from him by Nemec and fired back into the Blue Jacket zone all the way around to the right wing half wall. Right point, wrist shot, blocked in front. Now it's Les Carbo with the puck. Blue Jackets look like they're in slow motion. Here's the Boom. The Boom avoids a check, bottom of the left circle, comes in, goes to the front, big pad save, and then it's cleared away. Boy, another save by Skolman. Gray Irwin, top of the right wing half wall area, and his shot's blocked. Pushed back to the Blue Jacket blue line. Perunovic just banks it off the left wing boards. It'll be grabbed. And Les Carbo paid for that, a deflection up into the Blue Jacket bench on a clearing attempt by the Broncos.
Yeah, you know, DeBoom made a great move on the goaltender Skolman there, and Skolman made that, you know, another great save.
15:36 to go, period number 2 from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. 2-1 Blue Jackets. Shot put on, sails wide after a deflection, picked up by Radovic into the right corner. He'll cycle it around to Parker Osborne. He manages to avoid a check by Bernard. That was actually Bergstrom on the check. Left wing half wall, Yoki works it back around into the left corner of the Broncos zone. Comes out near the net. Skolman pushes it away. Left circle shot. Oh, and it sails just wide from Yoki. Right point kept in. Nope, not. Here come the Broncos. Quickly back down into the Blue Jacket zone. Nice defensive work, though, by Andrew Irwin to take it away from a couple of Broncos. Andrew Irwin, long pass to Parker Osborne. Osborne up near the left wing half wall, down in the left corner. It's grabbed by Bergstrom. He'll zip it around, kept alive by Boggio at the right point. He'll fire it in along the end boards. It's going to bounce around out near the left corner of the Broncos zone. And they'll fire it down the ice for an icing. With 14:34 to go, period number 2, Blue Jackets lead 2-1. Well, I tell you, though, if you're head coach Ross Johnson of the Broncos, you're going to be pretty happy your team's only down by 1. It could be a lot worse, but his junior goaltender is playing very well. Perunovic works it down in the left corner. There's Matson to Lee, and a shot from the left circle and a big save. And now another shot put on by Gray Irwin, not much on it, and a save by Skolman. Backhand knocked away. And down the ice to T-Lander. Here's T-Lander. Perunovic rides T-Lander right off the puck. Perunovic from the Blue Jacket left corner takes a whack at it. Matson comes to help out. Matson, left wing pass right on the tape. Bringing it across for the Blue Jackets was Versich, gets it to Lee. Left wing half wall, Broncos zone. Riley Versich ties up Hyde. And the Broncos now in behind their own net, work it up to T-Lander. T-Lander, backhanded pass, gets it right on the tape to Vollum, who dumps it in, line change Broncos. 13:35 to go, period number 2. Matson with the puck. There's his backhand to Lee. His pass right on the tape to Versich, and it's knocked off his stick as soon as he gained the offensive zone. Bringing it across is White. He'll zip it into the Blue Jacket end. Down in the right corner, Perunovic. Backhands it around to Knights out near the left point. Broncos can't hold the zone. Mired right back in. What do you call it, offside?
Yeah.
Yep, must have. 13:08 to go. Period number 2, Blue Jackets lead 2-1. Benstermacher on the draw with Bergstrom. Blue Jackets come away with the puck. That was Nick Versich. Now it's Benstermacher once again. Play at the right wing half wall in the Broncos zone. Benstermacher battling hard with a couple of Broncos. Now Knights into the right corner. Him and Bergstrom tie it up. Coming in to help out is Fina. Fina trying to dig it loose. Coming away with its Knights into the right corner. Try to get it back to Fina. Bergstrom and Fina go at it along the end boards. Fina gets it over to Knights, who puts it underground. Centering pass and a shot. And another shot and a goal by Fina. Fina had 2 opportunities at it as he got the rebound off the shot by Benstermacher. And the Blue Jackets lead 3-1.
Well, that's just hard work paid off there by Luke Fina. Just battling through, battling right in the middle of it, looking for that loose puck. And it came out. He was in perfect position and put it home. And huge goal for Luke Fina there.
4:32 is going to be the time of the goal. And for Luke Fina, that's his second of the year. That was a thing of beauty, though. Like you said, nothing but hard work. Jumps in. Here we go. So it's going to be Knights and Benstermacher on the assist, but Fina picks up his second goal of the year, and the Blue Jackets get a little breathing room now, Randy. 3-1 with 11:50 to go. Shot deflected up and out of play from the Broncos. Well, the face-off to the right of Dilly. 11:49 to go. Period number 2. Blue Jackets up 3-1. On the draw, it's Wright and Yoki, and it's just bouncing around in front of the net. Pops up, and a glove save by Dilly. Well, the face-off to the right of Dilly once again. Wright and Yoki on the draw into the left corner. Yoki comes away with it, carries it behind the Blue Jacket net, leaves it for Perunovic. Here's Perunovic with a head of steam. Perunovic, left wing pass right to Osborne, puts it on net, and that's deflected into the right corner of the Broncos zone. In behind the net, now they set it back up, a little give and go. Radovic to Perunovic, back to Radovic, and it just trickles off his stick out to neutral ice. Yoki's pass is behind Gray Irwin. He's got to go back to the left circle of the Blue Jacket zone to get it. In behind the net to the Blue Jacket right corner to Perunovic. And they turn it over. Here it comes. Shot and a save on a huge mistake by the Blue Jackets. And Nemec got the loose puck and got the wrist shot off from the bottom of the left circle, and a save by Dilly, no rebound.
Yeah, the Broncos have had just a couple scoring opportunities, great scoring opportunities, and that was that one obviously up the turnover there, but Dilly had to be ready. Nice recovery by Dilly to be ready for that shot.
Bluejackets work it up near the left point. Can't clear the defensive zone. Knipes is there trying to jig it loose. He's got some help with Fenstermacher. And hand pass. Yep, hand pass. They're going to bring it all the way down to the left of the goaltender, Skolman. Shots on goal, 20-6 in favor of the Blue Jackets. Into the right corner, Knipes tried to work at the Fina, broken up by Kofeld. Down in the left corner, centering pass, trying to get it to Fenstermacher. Wrist shot, Boggio, it's deflected just wide. Comes Andrew Irwin at the left point. He'll zip it down in the left corner. Try to get it on the tape to Fina. Knipes tips it into the right corner of the Broncos zone. Broncos try to clear, and they're going to wave any icing. It's going to go all the way back down. Picked up now by Andrew Irwin. He'll stop behind the Blue Jacket net. Spins around, avoids a Bronco check. Has to set it up once again. Here's Andrew Irwin. Irwin is going to bring it out, and a backhanded pass hit the skate of Fina. Fina somehow is going to get that puck back, and it's near the left point. Knocked back out to neutral ice by the Broncos. Boggio. Back to Andrew Irwin. At center ice with the puck was Bestel. He couldn't control it. Back to pick it up between the circles in the Blue Jacket zone was Boggio. Nice pass right on the tape to Bestel. Bestel sets up the boom, and he just couldn't control it. That was a beautiful pass, though, by Les Carbeau to set that up from center ice. Left point, Perunovic. Tried to get it to Bestel. High slot, cleared down the ice. Icing coming up on the Broncos. 9:23. Now 9:22 to go. They let 1 second click off on there. After the whistle. They didn't stop it right away.
That's okay. We'll take that, right?
True, exactly. 9:22 to go. Second period. 3-1 Blue Jackets. Broncos tied up in a circle. Blue Jackets try to get it back to the blue line. A little bit too much oomph from Bestel. Rayer to Perunovic. Perunovic banks it off the boards of Bestel. Bestel will backhand it down and in to the right wing half wall in the Broncos zone. Rayer tries to keep it alive out near the right point. Can't do it. Push to the Blue Jacket blue line. Perunovic cross ice. He'll set it up. It's brought across by DeBoom. DeBoom shot blocked in traffic. From the left corner, cycled down. Les Carbeau checked up off the plate. He's got one of the 3 goals here tonight. And a wraparound by DeBoom, and it just trickles through the paint. Knocked down by Bestel. High slot shot. Oh, and just getting a piece of it with Skolman. Into the left corner of the Broncos zone. Coming away with it. Here comes Les Carbeau. A shot that's deflected. I think it was Hulk who got a stick on it. And it's going to be pushed all the way down into the Blue Jacket zone. Back to pick it up is Perunovic. Carried in behind the Blue Jacket net. Perunovic works it over to Gray Irwin. He's tied up at the right wing half wall. Still trying to help get it out of the zone. Now we do. It's Radovic to center. Radovic carries it across on the left side. Avoids the check. Centering pass in front. Tried to hit Osborne. And he couldn't pull the trigger. Quickly is Lindball. Lindball brings it into the Blue Jacket zone. It'll be grabbed by Ide. His shot sails wide. Things are opening up a little bit here with 7:50 to go in period number 2. Blue Jackets up 3-1. Shots on goal 21-6. Perunovic from the Blue Jacket left corner. He's tied up by Vollum. And he gets away from him. Perunovic stick handling by everybody. Looking for a long pass. Right on the tape to Yoki. Here's Yoki. Carries it in behind the Bronco net. Yoki at the half wall. Taking a big battle from Rasmussen. Rolls in along the end boards near the left corner of the Broncos zone. Vollum gets crunched by Radovic. Tied up at the left wing half wall. Coming away with it's Osborne. Knocked off the play. And it's Beckbar out to center. Banked it off the left wing glass. Dilly will stop it. Nope, he's going to let it roll to the right wing half wall in the Blue Jacket zone. Nick Versich throws it back into the left corner. Here's Madsen with the puck. Madsen tied up by Lindvall. Puck loose, Blue Jacket left corner. Madsen pushes it in behind the net. Jarrett Lee will pick it up from the right corner. Works it up. Now out to center, it's Madsen. Puck still bouncing like a super ball. And fired in by Parker Osborne. At the right wing half wall. Lee trying to keep it alive. Madsen comes away with it. Versich to the right point. Gets it right back. Wrist shot. Blocker save. Puck's out near the blue line. Slap shot. Gray Irwin shot. Deflected wide. Madsen left corner. Blue Jackets buzzing. Cross ice pass to Lee off the right wing half wall. Here's Lee with the puck. He'll just throw it into the left corner. Back to Madsen. This looks like a power play for crying out loud. Madsen now trying to dig it loose is Riley Versich. Now pinching down from the left point is Gray Irwin. He's got a goal tonight. Centering pass, no one home. There was a line change. Broncos will just throw it out to neutral ice with 6 minutes to go in period number 2. It's 3-1 Blue Jackets. Gray Irwin shot deflected, but Perunovic will get it off the left wing boards. Perunovic, nice move. Bottom of the left circle, goes behind the net. Stops behind the Bronco net. Centering pass, hits knocked away, puck's loose, cleared to the far corner. Pina. And now it's fired down the ice by Rasmussen and an icing by the Broncos. 5:41 to go, period 2, 3-1 Blue Jackets. That looked like a power play there for a while.
Yeah, that was a couple good minutes of the Blue Jackets controlling play there.
We'd like to see them bury about 5 more goals, but boy, they sure are outplaying the Broncos tonight. Into the left corner. Put it around by Boyum, who's got the only goal for the Broncos tonight. At the right wing half wall, kept alive at the right point. And a shot put on, puck loose. Nice wrist shot from Fenstermacher, but Pina couldn't get to it. Rolls into the right corner of the Broncos zone. Fenstermacher and Pina go try to get it loose. It's fired down the ice by the Broncos. And it's going to be an icing with 5:13 to go in period 2. 3-1 Blue Jackets. 3 goals tonight. Les Carbeau gets his first. Gray Irwin his second. And Luke Pina also got a goal, his second of the year. The Boom on the draw from the left circle. The Boom tried to push it toward the net. Cleared into the right corner by the Broncos. With the puck behind the net now is Les Carbeau. To the Boom. And Les Carbeau off the end boards. Les Carbeau takes a whack at it, cleared to the left wing half wall. Andrew Irwin punches it down in the left corner for the Boom, who's tied up with Ide. And behind the net, it's Bestel. Now the Boom spins around from the left corner. Puck's loose. The Boom stick handles in, knocked off his stick. The Boom. They'll bank it off the end boards into the left corner where it's going to be Joe Les Carbeau spinning around. Back to the Boom, left circle, backhand, glove save, knocked down, puck loose. And finally grabbed by Boyum. And they'll fly it down the ice for another icing. With 4:18 to go in period 2, it's 3-1 Blue Jackets, and they're all over the Broncos.
Yeah, they definitely got them well contained. This second half of the second period has been all Blue Jackets here, and that was a nice play by Jake Bestel. Nice little backhand shot on goaltender Skolman. Skolman made the save there, but great, pretty play by Bestel.
Broncos have the puck. They'll flip it down the ice. And again, it's going to be an icing coming up on the Broncos, and they just can't seem to get anything going right now. 4:07 to go, period number 2. Blue Jackets up 3-1. Wasn't for the play of junior goaltender Lane Skolman, this game would be way out of reach by now. Into the left corner, the Broncos zone. Yoki takes a whack at it. Parker Osborne's there as well. Broncos come away with it. It's Wright. Wright can't clear it, but his teammate does. It's going to roll down in the Blue Jacket end. Nick Versich flips it back out to neutral ice. Radovic takes a check. It's going to be pushed up to Parker Osborne. Nice move by Parker, and then he couldn't control it as he tried to cut back in front, and instead he ends up hitting the net as the puck rolled off his stick.
Yeah, great job by Parker there. I mean, he showed some nice speed. He's a fast kid. I mean, when you get him out in open ice, give him an opportunity like that, he's going to make you pay for it. And Skolman, drove right to the net. The guys are giving him high fives and tapping him on the heads. Coming back to the bench for that hard work by Parker.
Benchermacher and Bergstrom on the draw. Benchermacher is going to get tossed. So coming in to take the draw will be Fina. At neutral ice near the Bronco blue line, they'll backhand it in. Versich with the puck. Versich gets it to Knights. Knights comes off the right wing wall, try to get it up to Fina, and cleared back out in a backhand by Boyum. Allison stops, gets the pass to Fina, who just chips it down in the Bronco zone. Versich pinches down from the right point, pushes in the right point of the Bronco zone. And again, Nick Versich keeps it alive at the right point, zips it along the boards. All the way around to the left corner. Boyum got his stick stuck, and it fell out of his hands. Benchermacher pushed it. Now Knights has it near the left corner as him and Boyum go at it. Coming in to help out Spina. Get it out to the left point. Perunovic sets it up for Gray Irwin. Wrist shot, blocker save, puck loose, right circle. Grabbed by O'Laughlin and flipped out to the Blue Jacket blue line. 2:34 to go, second period. Blue Jackets lead 3-1. Perunovic, long pass at center, intercepted by the Broncos. Boyum, he'll just backhand it back into the Blue Jacket zone. Perunovic picks it up behind the net of the Blue Jackets. Spins around. Now it's going to be Gray Irwin from the left corner. To Benchermacher, who carries it down the right way. Left wing pass, right on the tape.
106.3 WMMG.
After 2 periods of play from the score, that was Memorial in Randy. That would have been good, but it was behind him. He had to international falls. 1. Doug Peters for indication bringing you all the action. Glad to have you along here on this Friday night. Hope you enjoy that little feature that we're able to find on Friday. The WCHA, kind of interesting. Well, they're not going to say it about well, a lot of them teams are from the state, and a lot of kids from the state of Minnesota play on those teams.
Yeah, it's
always
interesting to hear the weekly WCHA show. There's a lot of good tidbits and good information on that. It's fun to see some of these Minnesota teams doing well, like Minnesota State Mankato, led by Mike Hastings.
Left corner, Blue Jackets set it up.
Last year, Coach Hastings led the team to the WCHA Conference Tournament Championship, so he's done well in his short tenure at Minnesota State Mankato.
Here's some scores for you. Litchfield sets up Mankato. Well, I tell you what, checked off the play. He's getting ready to take the shot. Goes in the right corner. It's now only a 6-4 lead to Perunovic. Mora on top of Providence Academy with 9:10 to go off the left wing. Nothing gets it to center, and a big slapper from Rasmussen. 3-1 Harmontown over Orono. This is now showing it being late in the first period. Shots on goal 47-7 in favor of Chisholm. Warrows 1-0 after 2 periods of play. Here come the Blue Jackets at the minor Memorial Building. It's Duluth Marshall after 2, 3-0 over William down at Mars Lakeview Arena. Each other. Moorhead on top of Fargo South, 6-0 after 2 periods of play. Right corner, Keeper falls in 3-1 lead late in the second center on the tape over in Big River. Nemec he's reinforced at home with 13:20 to go in the game. A 4-1 lead over Brett. 36 seconds to go. Period number 2. Brett are having their hands full with Northern Minnesota teams.
Yeah, it's interesting, because they have usually year in, year out. They're very talented, tough to play, and the Northern Minnesota teams are, giving them a handful there.
Thanks once again to Sullivan Canyon Supply, your wholesale candy and supply distributor out to General Waste for our disposal needs. Choose General Waste and Arbor International. Nice candy Sullivan, firing back in the Blue Jacket zone. No wave any icing back to pick it up with Andrew. Well, we're about ready for period number 3. He'll take a shot. 3-1 Blue Jacket. In the right corner, Fina.
I'm just wondering, Doug, can you mention that
So
venue
far
of
they
that,
can't.
that Hermantown game at
And now the
least
puck
2
does
more times
trickle out to
tonight.
neutralize. First grab by Knife with 6 seconds to go. What is that? Fires it around the boards into the left corner.
And
that'll be it for period number 2. With the Blue Jackets
They
looking
renamed the
strong here in the
Hermantown
second
Arena
period.
Dome.
True, they only get
That is
1
nowhere
goal
near.
to lead 3-1.
I'm
But
sorry.
they completely dominate this second
man,
period.
I
We'll
tell
come
ya.
up with our
Face-off at
second
center
intermission.
between
Coming right up, you're
Benjamin
listening to Blue Jacket in the right corner of the Blue Jackets 106.3 WMFG. Down near the left corner, Gray Irwin. Pass intercepted. Shot good with a nice 3-1 lead over the International Falls Broncos. I tell you what, if it wasn't for junior goaltender Wayne Stallman, this game would be way out of hand. And he's the only reason that the Broncos are still in this game, Randy.
Yeah, it certainly would be. I mean, Stallman has made some very, very good quality saves here tonight for the Broncos, and definitely kept the Broncos into it here.
Why don't you run down our stats of period number 2?
Well, just 1 goal in that period. This goal coming for the Blue Jackets at 4 minutes and 32 seconds. This was Luke Fina picking up his 2nd goal of the year, first on the night. And then he got the assist from Joe Fenstermacher and also Joe Knipes. And then the goaltender saves in that period. Lane Skolman of the Broncos, he had 12 saves for a 2-period total of 24. Isaiah Dilly for your Blue Jackets, 4 saves for a 2-period total of 7. 3-1 favor of the Blue Jackets after 2 periods of play here.
Thanks, General Waste. For all your disposal needs, choose General Waste, Sullivan Canyon Supply, or wholesale Canyon Supply distributor. In Every Corner National, Pioneers in Engineering, Elastomeric Pipeliners, proud sponsors of Blue Jacket Sports. Let's check in and see what's happening in the world of the WCHA, and then we'll be back with 3rd period. 2 periods of play from the historic Hibbing Memorial Arena. Our scores: Hibbing Chisholm 3, International Falls 1. Doug Dieter for Andy Catron bringing you all the action. Glad to have you along here on this Friday night. Hope you enjoy that little feature that we're able to find on Fridays. The WCHA, kind of interesting, as a lot of them teams are from the state, and a lot of kids from the state of Minnesota play on those teams.
Yeah, it's always interesting to hear the weekly WCHA show. There's a lot of good tidbits and good information on that, and it's fun to see some of these Minnesota teams doing well, like Minnesota State Mankato, led by Mike Hastings. He of course last year Coach Hastings led the team to the WCHA Conference Tournament Championship, so he's done well in his short tenure at Minnesota State Mankato.
Here's some scores for you. Litchfield, Bassel, Cokato. Well, I tell you what, Wadena Deer Creek at home is coming back after 2 periods of play. It's now only a 6-4 lead for Litchfield. Mora on top of Providence Academy with 9:10 to go in the game, 1-0. Down at the, quote, Hawk Dome, it's 3-1 Hermantown over Orono. This is now showing it being late in the first period. I can't believe that that's late in the first period at this time of day. Warroad 1-0 after 2 periods of play over Virginia at the Miners Memorial Building. It's Duluth Marshall after 2, 3-0 over Blake down at Mars Lakeview Arena. Moorhead on top of Fargo South 6-0 after 2 periods of play. Thief River Falls a 3-1 lead late in the second period over in Thief River. And it's East Grand Forks at home with 13:20 to go in the game, a 4-1 lead over Breck. So kind of surprising that both Blake and Breck are having their hands full with northern Minnesota teams.
Yeah, it's interesting, because they have usually year in, year out. They're very talented, tough to play, and the northern Minnesota teams are, giving them a handful there.
Thanks once again to Sullivan Candy and Supply, your wholesale candy and supply distributor. General Waste, for all your disposal needs, choose General Waste and Arbor Corner National. Pioneers in Engineering, Elastomeric Pipeliners, proud sponsors of Blue Jacket Hockey. Well, we're about ready for period number 3. 3-1 Blue Jackets.
I'm just wondering, Doug, can you mention that venue of that Hermantown game at least 2 more times tonight?
Oh, Hawk Dome. What is that?
I still can't. Man, I still can't believe that. Really?
They renamed the Hermantown Arena Hockey-Dome.
That is nowhere near a dome. I'm sorry. Man, I tell you.
Face off at center between Volum and Fenstermacher. Fired into the right corner of the Blue Jackets zone. Down near the left corner, Gray Irwin. Pass is intercepted. Shot put on. A nice shot by Volum. And a save by Dilly. Just underway, third period. Volum ridden off the play. Perunovic comes away with the puck. He's at center. He'll work it over to Pina. Pina at the left wing half wall. Ties it up. Now Pina squirts down to the left corner. Centering pass. Brian, goal! Knocked in front. I want to say that was Fenstermacher on the goal. And the Blue Jackets are now up 4-1. That came 36 seconds into the period. Fenstermacher got the goal. And for Fenstermacher, that's his first of the year, Andy. Play continues now in the Broncos zone, right corner. DeBoom spinning around.
Number 14, Joe Fenstermacher. He's assisted by number 25, Luke Pina, and number 16, Joe Knight.
So it's Knights and Pina on the assist. Fenstermacher picks up his first goal of the year. So it's 4-1 Blue Jackets. On the icing, face-off will come back to the left of the goaltender, Skalman. Vessel gets tossed in on the draw as Les Carbeau, and the face-off won by the Broncos. Lindball carries it to the Blue Jacket blue line, carries it into the right circle. Knocked off his stick, he'll regain control in the right circle, the right corner, sends it out, shot wide by Cofield. Blue Jackets bring it out to neutralize. It's Vestal, checked off the play at center by Nemec. Into the Blue Jacket zone, Andrew Irwin backhands it out, knocked down by Les Carbeau. Les Carbeau has got a goal tonight. Les Carbeau, left wing half wall. Boggio, left point, wrist shot, hits traffic. And it's knocked out to neutralize by the Broncos. Carried across by Wright. Down in behind the Blue Jacket net. Picked up by Andrew Irwin, carried in behind the Blue Jacket net with 15:08 to go in the game. Blue Jackets up 4-1. Vestal at center ice. It's a left wing pass to DeBoom. DeBoom down low, left circle, cuts in, shot, goal. Zach DeBoom made that look simple.
Yeah, that was perfectly well executed by Zach DeBoom there. A nice play, nice flip up over the corner. Hard work to get himself in that position and just snuck it past Skalman on the blocker side there.
For Zach, that's his second goal of the year. Time of that goal is going to be 2:05. And the Blue Jackets are up 5-1. Left wing half wall, play continues, Broncos zone, trying to dig it loose is Yoki. So Vestal and Fenstermacher on the assist. Fenstermacher having a nice night, 3 points, a goal, and 2 assists. And behind the Bronco net, Radovic gets it out to the point. Shot put on by Lance and knocked in a goal. I want to say it's Jarrett Lee who banged it home. The puck was loose to the left of the goaltender. No, that's Parker Osborne on the goal.
Parker Osborne getting his first goal of the year.
2:49 time of this goal. And the floodgates are starting to open now.
Yeah, Parker Osborne, his first goal of his varsity career there.
Yeah, I saw Yeah, I saw a little guy in number 2, and I couldn't tell if it was him or if it was Jarrett Lee. They both got a 2 on their jersey, and they're both short. Timeout's going to be called by the Broncos. Blue Jackets have opened it up quick here with 3 third period goals within a span of 2 minutes and 49 seconds. Puck was loose to the left of Skolman, and Osborne, perfect placement right there to the left of the goalie, and bang that loose puck home.
Well, you know, Parker had been working hard all night. He had a great shift late in that second period and worked his tail off, and then came out on that shift and picked up his first goal, and first goal of the season.
6-1 Blue Jackets with the lead. They get one more, and we'll be in the running time. You are listening to Classic Hits Radio. It's 106.3 WMFG Hibbing, a service of Midwest Communications. Blue Jackets lead with 14:11 to go in the third period, 6-1. Blue Jackets control the puck. It's Jarrett Lee at center. Lee skates it in, tries to get by Houck, takes a check. Puck rolls into the left corner, down near the left wing half wall in the Broncos zone. Broncos come away with it. Out to center ice. Madsen gets it back to Lee in the Broncos zone to Perunovic. Back to Lee. There's Lee at center ice. Lee brings it across on the left side, tries to set it up. So Vascarbo gets the assist. Okay, now.
Okay, what about the
How about the sixth goal?
Still haven't announced it yet.
No, it's Osborne from somebody got a penalty coming up on the Blue Jackets. Their first penalty of the night. .344 time of the penalty. Vina goes up. I think they indicated a trip. Here come the Blue Jackets shorthanded. Oh, and a cross check by Perunovic is coming up. Perunovic is picking up a cross check. It's going to be a 5-on-3. It's coming at 3:57. Well, the Blue Jacket penalty kill, 75%. It's going to need to be now. It's 5-on-3 for a minute 45. Into the right corner. Out near the blue line. Blue Jackets tried to clear, couldn't do it. Left wing half wall, it's Nemec. Nemec. Down in the left corner, now along the end boards, golfed around by Fenstermacher, but not cleared. Boyum. Wrist shot from Hawk, deflects in behind the Blue Jacket net. Back out to Boyum. Hawk. Pass it too far in front of him. A shot hits the side of the net and up into the crowd. Minute 9 of a 5-on-3 coming up for International Falls. 12:25 to go in the game. Blue Jackets lead 6-1. Face off to the right of Dilly. Knipes is out there with Boggio and also Andrew Irwin. On the penalty kill, it's a 5-on-3. Left wing half wall, Ide. Out to the blue line. That's Rasmussen. Sets it up for Caulfield. His shot back to Rasmussen. Shot sails wide. Got a penalty coming up. And the Blue Jackets, they're going to have this is unbelievable. We got another penalty coming up on the Blue Jackets. Left circle and a shot. Boggio's stick goes flying. We got a slash coming up. What is this, a penalty fest all of a sudden?
Yeah, went from calling hardly any penalties now to 3 this period here.
5:09. And going off, who's going off? Allison? Now there's a discussion on who it was. Really? If you call the penalty, you obviously should know the number of who you're calling it on. I'm just saying.
You should,
Boggio is going on.
Well, unless it wasn't a slashing.
That's what it looked like. He indicated a slash when the play ended. I guess we're going to find out anyway. It's on Dilly. So Dilly picks up the penalty. So 5-on-3, 23 seconds. Shot top of the circle. And a glove save by Dilly. We're going to have a heck of a penalty kill here, huh?
Yeah.
Blue Jackets can't clear it. Kept it into the left point. I believe that's Houck. Houck skates into the bottom of the left circle. Sets it up out to the left point for Ide. Back to Houck. Off the left wing boards. Out to the left point to Ide. To Boyum on the right side. Bottom of the right circle for Vollum. Back to Boyum. Slap shot coming. And that goes wide. May have been deflected. Fenstermacher can't clear. Now the Blue Jackets come away with it. Fenstermacher banks it off the left wing boards, down and in. Blue Jackets will switch up their 3. 11:01 to go. 10:58 and counting. Blue Jackets lead 6-1. Nice steal by Nick Versich.
They let the wrong guy out.
I was going to say there's so many people down in there they didn't know what to do.
Phoenix should have gone out first. And
I know. Pernovic's shot on a shorthanded attempt and a save by Skolman. Yeah, it was supposed to be Fina who came out. It was Pernovic who came out. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's 5-on-4, a minute to go here yet. And the power play for the Broncos. Comedy of errors going on at 10:10 to go in the game. Blue Jackets lead 6-1. Back to grab it is Yoki along the end boards. He's checked up off the play.
Well, they don't even have the other time up there.
No, not at all. Well, they didn't have room, to be honest with you.
No, but I thought they could put the penalty in there still, and then it would automatically add on once the penalty dropped off.
That I do not know. Anyway, it's out near the right point. Ide can't hold the zone. Ide being harassed by Yoki. Ide stops near the Blue Jacket blue line, regains control of the puck. Ide stick handling. He's going to leave it near the left point. Taking a whack at it was Cofield. Cofield to Ide in the left corner of the Blue Jacket zone. Ide tries to set up T-Lander, knocked away by the Blue Jackets, grabbed by Gray Irwin. Here's Gray Irwin at center ice, cuts across, gets the puck, and Vessel flips it in. Now how come Pina don't get to come out yet? 9:09 to go. Now we got another penalty coming up.
Yeah, how can Fina, I'm not sure how that worked, but.
Now Gray's going off. All right, now we're just getting all goofy in this game here. We were doing just fine. Now I'm not sure what's going on. We're picking up penalties left and right. Anyway, Gray Irwin's in the box. I don't know, did he say something? Was he going off and then said something? I don't know, because the ref looked at him and got really mad at him.
Yeah, I'm not certain what transpired there.
5-minute major.
Oh, 5-minute major. Oh.
Time of the penalty is going to come 7:51. And it's a major penalty.
Well, that'll
about pretty much take care of this game. Now we got Osborne coming in. What are we, back to 5-on-3?
I wonder if it's a 5 and a 10.
Must be, because we got 4 on now.
Must be, yeah.
How about we announce what's going on?
Yeah. Good.
Check from behind, huh? 5 and a 10. Knocked into the Blue Jackets' zone. Pensermacher carries it behind the net. Tries to get it to Perunovic. Here's Perunovic. Flips it out to neutral ice. Grabbed by Boyum. Boyum puts it all the way back to the Bronco blue line. With the puck is Hulk. Hulk, his pass to Bernard. Broken up. Here comes Perunovic. Perunovic carries it across. Perunovic just skates around with the puck. Long pass. Gets it to Bestel. Bestel jumped in around the near boards. Perunovic to... That was a nice high slap shot. Just kept going up by Andrew Irwin. And the goaltender, Stallman, had to make the save. That was an end-to-end shot. 3:59 to go in the power play for the Broncos. 8:08 to go in the game. Blue Jackets up 6-1. Shots on goal 31-9 in favor of the Blue Jackets. 5 and 10 assessed to Gray Irwin for a check from behind. Fired in by Wallem. Comes all the way out to the right wing half wall in the Blue Jackets zone. It's Ide with the puck at the half wall on the right side. Sets it up to the blue line to Rasmussen. Back to Ide. He lost control of it. Allison couldn't gain control. It's T-Lander right circle. Centering past the front and a goal between the legs from Wallem. And it's now 6-2 on this power play goal. .9:21 time of the power play goal. It was tipped in front by Jackson Wallem.
Scoring the power play goal for the Broncos, Jackson Ball. Assisted by number 27, Jordan T-Lander. Number 12, Jacob Ide.
T-Lander and Ide on the assist.
Power play goal at 9:21.
Play continues now at the Blue Jacket blue line. Andrew Irwin to the right corner. Gives it to Perunovic. Back to Andrew Irwin from the left corner. He'll flip it down the ice. 2:53 to go in that power play for the Broncos. It's a 6-2 Blue Jacket lead. Out to center. Loose puck grabbed by Bestel. Thrown in on net. Stallman makes the stop, puts it behind his net. Now it's grabbed by the Broncos. Skating out with it was Rasmussen. He couldn't control it. Loose at neutral ice. Blue Jackets regain control. Perunovic. He'll just flip it down the ice and kill more time. 2:20 to go in that power play. That 5-minute major. Fired to the Blue Jacket blue line. Perunovic with the puck. Perunovic again throws it down the ice. Tipped by Bestel. Grabbed by Boyum. Boyum carries it in behind the Bronco net. 6:12 to go in the game. Blue Jackets lead 6-2. 2 minutes to go in that power play for the Broncos. Carried in by Wright. Into the left corner. Now Wright has it once again. Knocked off his stick by Perunovic. Cleared but not out. Kept in. Shot put on. Blocked in front by Perunovic. 2-on-2. Gets it over to Fina. Or actually they carried it across. Oh! And a nice play. He got it to Lescarbo, who tried to get it back to Perunovic. Out to center. It's Lynn Ball. Carried across on the right wing for the Broncos. 1.5 minutes to go in that power play for International Falls. Fina tied up at the far half wall. Shot from the left point, put on by Rasmussen, and a save, and no rebound from Dilly. 1:19 to go in that power play for the Broncos. They trail, though, big, 6-2 with 5:28 to go. Face off to the right of Dilly. Fenstermacher on the draw with Vollum, and they're both tossed. Yoki will come in and take the draw with Ide. Tied up, Blue Jackets clear it down the ice. Back to pick it up is Boyum from in front of the Bronco net. Here's Boyum. Boyum skating down the right side. Boyum stops, lost control of the puck. Yoki fires it down the ice. 1 minute to go in the power play for the Broncos. 5:05 to go in the game. Blue Jackets lead 6-2. Broncos will try to bring it out again to Boyum. Boyum banks it off the right wing wall in behind the net. And it's Nick Versich. Had it momentarily. Thielander has it. Right corner. Boyum, right point. Sets it up to Rasmussen at the left point. Back to Boyum on top of the right point. Shot. Hits traffic. Goes to the left wing half wall. Yoki with the puck. Now he'll get it to Nick Versich. Nick Versich with the puck. He'll fire it down the ice. 25 seconds to go in the Bronco 5-minute power play. In behind the net is Houck. Houck. With 16 seconds to go in the power play. Here's Houck from behind the Bronco net. Right wing pass out to center. Boyum couldn't control it, and it was too far behind O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin gets it to Bernard, but he's denied entry. Now the clearing attempt by Bessel goes into the left corner of the Bronco zone. Versich battling. Now Knights comes away with it. We're back to full strength with 4 minutes to go. It seemed like we've been in a penalty kill situation all period. Shot put on, deflected. It's wide. At the right wing half wall, Rasmussen for the Broncos. Flipped out to neutral ice. Grabbed by O'Loughlin, fired in. Icing coming up. When you were down there, did you get the assist on the Osborne goal?
Yeah, I did. Well, you know, I was saying with these young kids, Jarrett Lee and Dylan Matson, Riley Versich, I said, these guys have got to have a nickname for their line. I was trying to think of one. Well, there already is one, Doug. They call them the Water Bugs.
The Water Bugs? In front of Dilly. Knocked to the right corner. Blue Jackets get it cleared down into the Broncos zone. They're waving the icing. Rasmussen checked up on the play by Riley Versich. Now it's Madden to Perunovic. Bottom of the right circle. Shot put on. That was a nice little shot by Riley Versich and a save by the goaltender, Skolman. 2:56 to go. Look at Lee skate by everybody. Jarrett Lee shot sails wide from the left circle. It had so much juice on it, it's going to roll all the way back down in the Blue Jacket zone. Back where Andrew Irwin's got to go carry it in behind the Blue Jacket net. He is passed to Lee. Lee's going to leave it for Perunovic. Here's Perunovic working up the left side. Perunovic cuts down low, centering pass, right circle. Vestal couldn't pull the trigger on it. Thielander has it. Can't clear. Perunovic keeps it in right point. Works it over to Allison left point. Wrist shot sails wide. 2:20 to go in the game. Blue Jackets up 6-2. Shots on goal 32-11. Now finally out to neutral ice, but right back there is Les Carbo. He's got one of the goals tonight. He'll bring it back in the Broncos zone where he's tied up. It's pushed back out to center. Allison with the puck. Banks it off the right wing boards. Broncos have it. They'll fire it down the ice. Gladly taking icing. With 1:57 to go in the game, Blue Jackets are up 6-2. And this one, unless some bizarre miracle happens, it'll be one for the Blue Jackets, and they'll be 2-1 on the season.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the nickname out of that came out of there, but for the Water Bugs, but that's what it was, and it stuck. So
those were the assists, Yoki and Nick Versich on the Osborne goal?
Yep.
Okay.
So Parker Osborne was assisted by Kylan Yoki, and Nick Versich on the assist on that.
Left circle, Blue Jackets, a shot put on. I don't know if it actually got on net from Osborne.
That was on the sixth Blue Jacket goal, and we got a penalty coming up against the Broncos here.
2 minutes for holding.
The Broncos, number 19, Nathan Ball. 2 minute minor for holding. For holding. Time penalty 15-24.
This will come at 15-24, so the Blue Jackets will have a short power play for a little over a minute and a half. Fired down the ice by the Broncos. Dilly will stop it along the end boards with 1:25 to go in the game. With the puck is Perunovic. Perunovic to center ice. Stick handles across. Offside.
That's kind of a strange, I don't know, that's a strange sounding whistle. Doesn't it sound strange to you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Different sounding.
Not very loud, I noticed that.
No. I don't know if it's our headset that makes a difference or not, but...
Or this large crowd that we have here tonight. There's actually quite a bit in here tonight.
Yeah, it's a decent crowd for
having 3 different sports going on in town the same night. I mean, you got boys and girls basketball going on, boys hockey. Got a nice crowd. Here's Perunovic, works it over on the right wing. Andrew Irwin banked it off the left wing boards, grabbed by the Broncos. Boyum fires it down the ice. Back to pick it up is Perunovic. He avoids a check by Vollum. Perunovic got underneath another check. Perunovic skating through everybody. Centering pass, a shot by Bestel from the right circle, and a save by the goaltender Skolman.
Yeah, another great quality shot by Jake Bestel there, and we got some...
There we go, Perunovic and Boyum going at it. And Skolman, he going to just vacate the area. So Perunovic and Boyum are going off matching roughs, I'm assuming. .16:21, time of the penalty.
Appreciated by the penalties. First for the Broncos, number 21, Ryan Boyle. 2 minute minor for roughing. Boyle for roughing. President by the penalty, the Blue Jackets, number 7, Scott Perunovic. 2 minute minor for roughing.
There's the Blue Jackets with the puck. They'll just burn up time, 30 seconds to go. Kept alive. Centering pass, tried to get it over to Knipes to the bottom of the left circle. He couldn't pull the trigger on that. Back out to the blue line. Bensermacher to Knipes. Knipes had to come off his stick. And now we got a high stick for what?
Broncos high stick there coming up here.
What the hell?
They didn't call enough penalties?
I didn't even see it. Rasmussen, he's going to go off at 16:43 for a high stick. So that should put us at a 2-man advantage for 17 seconds.
Yeah, we should have 5. It should be 5-on-3. Yeah.
Yeah. 17 seconds of a 5-on-3. Penalty boxes are starting to get a little full here. Face off to the right of the goaltender, Skolman. It's tied up. Slap shot saved by Skolman on a slapper from Andrew Irwin. Into the left corner. 2 and a 10. So Rasmussen got a 2 and a 10. What did he do? Call a ref a name?
Must have said something after it, because they initially just called a high stick and then they end up calling a 10-minute misconduct, so he must have said something extra.
Well, the Blue Jackets get the victory. Kind of a weird third period. A lot of penalties. A lot of weird stuff happening, but the Blue Jackets get the victory 6-2, and they'll improve to 2-1. Meanwhile, now the Broncos, they'll drop to 0-3. Our post-game show is coming up. You're listening to Blue Jacket Hockey on 106.3 WMFG.
Trying with all of my might, with only some words that we said, but I can't get you out of my head. Don't know how this went down. I'm not sure if I can stick around. I'm just trying to work it all out. I never thought